Okay, I'm Miles Hayes, and I'm a lead analyst with eSource. And I'm going to be speaking a little bit today about the Flair Puck Pro and how that can be used in your emerging heat pump programs.
All right. We've been excited about heat pump technologies for some time now. As we know, ductless heat pumps use electricity to heat and cool homes, but they can do so far more efficiently than traditional systems. The problem to date has been that coordinating the control between the heat pump and whatever backup system is in place or left in place, that is just the technology hasn't been available until now. And so we think that this technology is quite exciting. It's going to really hopefully help accelerate heat pump adoption, maybe even in the colder regions, as we'll see. And it'll open the doorway to demand response capabilities that I think right now are not available on the market. But the important thing to note here is just that historically the methods used to coordinate these systems has been very clunky. And as you may recall, in 2018, in our Tech Roundup session, we highlighted the available technologies at the time, and they just really weren't ready for the mainstream. So the Flair Puck Pro is the first of its kind wireless sort of universal remote is the best analogy. It's an infrared controller that ties between heat pumps and smart thermostats. It evolved from the Flair Puck, which was originally designed to work with the Flair Smart Vent for forced air systems, but they realized that there was a very significant need for heat pump control coordination. So the Flair Puck Pro is the first of its kind wireless controller. It's important to note that it doesn't change the performance of the heat pump. It just is controlling the coordination between the heat pump and whatever backup system is in place. So the Flair Puck Pro has a very real opportunity, we believe, in the ductless heat pump space. That isn't to take away from the Flair Puck and the sort of smart vent and forced air system technologies that they have available. But really today I want to hammer down on the Flair Puck Pro because of the opportunities that we see emerging in the heat pump space. Some homeowners might have 5 or 6 ductless heat pump head units, and without any real capability of coordinating the control between those and their backup heating systems. The Flair Puck Pro comes with a phone app, and so you can remotely control setback scheduling and individual zone controls in each room. So it's really a pretty exciting technology in the heat pump space. To date, we haven't seen any third-party peer-reviewed studies that indicate what kind of energy savings we might expect. But just speaking with their CEO, Daniel Meyer, he cited that their work with Eversource, they found that in some of the Northeast regions, they were able to actually introduce the Flair Puck Pro with heat pumps having backup boiler systems and achieve up to 80 or 90% heating with just the heat pump. So that's a very real opportunity, we believe, especially with new heat pump technologies emerging in the cold climate space. So what are some of the Flair Puck Pro features? I mentioned that the Flair Puck operates on a phone app, and it comes with some of the standard features you might expect: 7-day scheduling, the ability to control your home temperatures from anywhere, and then it also has smart speaker capability, which is interesting. But some of the more unique features are mirror mode, smart away, and I want to talk a little bit about the demand response potential. Mirror mode is a cool feature for those homeowners who don't want to deal with the complexities of scheduling independent zones. Mirror mode allows you to tie your heat pump zone to your existing smart thermostat schedule. And Smart Away is cool. It uses the geolocation of your phone to essentially, rather than just setting an occupied or unoccupied and turning systems off and on when you get home, Smart Away allows you to preheat or pre-cool your zone. And then the Flair Puck Pro has an open API backend, which is really valuable in the demand response space because as we see heat pumps become more prevalent in colder regions, we think we might begin to see winter peaking issues. And having the ability to operate heat pumps in on demand response would be very valuable, we believe. So where are we starting to see utilities offering incentive programs? Well, NYSERDA's Clean Energy Action Plan qualifies homeowners for as much as $1,000 a ton in rebates, which can be applied towards the purchase or the installation of mini split heat pumps, with the additional incentives available for the Flair Puck Pro as an integrated controls solution. And then Mass Save has rebates available under their integrated controls program. This program qualifies homeowners for up to, I think, $1,250 per ton, and that can be applied towards the purchase of and the installation of mini split heat pumps in the integrated controls. There are additionally some pilot programs in place. We don't have a whole lot of data on these yet, but PGE has a demand response, and then there are a few municipal demand response pilots that are using the Flair Puck. And Efficiency Vermont also has a demand response readiness program, or like a bring your own thermostat type of program. So going back over the current barriers to adoption, just in general, there's a lack of an awareness. This is a very new technology, so naturally there are very few programs, and there's a lack of awareness as to why this technology may be a formative solution for many homeowners and utility programs. And while we await peer-reviewed research, we're encouraging programs to prepare their heat pump offerings to include integrated controls options such as this, especially those in colder climates. And then also there's this industry perception, especially in colder climates. We're working on this right now. Heat pump technologies, we believe, are ready for the mainstream in colder regions, but we need to be working with our trade ally networks and our service providers to make sure that they're offering the latest and greatest technologies in their offerings. So there's definitely an industry perception barrier to the adoption. And I hope that we see more programs bundling packages between their heat pump programs and integrated controls options such as the Flair Puck Pro, because I think that will inevitably lead to an accelerated adoption.
Okay, and with that, I will pass it on.